Hi, I'm August Keller, and this is my review of a Minecraft movie. So, this movie is a feature length commercial. It doesn't have any themes, it doesn't have any drama, so it's all plot. And that plot is not very concise, it's not very linear, it's kind of all over the place. So, in my opinion, it barely qualifies as a story. It has like three fragmented protagonists, where if you combine them all into one character, that would be a fine protagonist. But that is kind of spread out between three characters, and I don't know why they decided to water them down, but that's what we have. And none of them really earn an arc. I think one of them kind of goes through the simulation of an arc, but nothing happens internally really to justify that. He has a flaw. That flaw is suddenly changed, but why? What lesson did he learn? What internal conflict did he face? And then the other two fragmented protagonists don't even go through that. So it's really slim. There are a lot of pointless side characters. The two female characters have nothing to do. One of them in particular is like, why is she here? What? And then there's also this like filler subplot that's just so blatantly filler. It's kind of insulting. There are a few scenes of where they try to feign emotions, and it's so insincere, it makes my eyes roll. All the dialogue, like almost all of it, is exclusively exposition, like unnatural exposition, where they're just constantly pummeling us, like just explaining what's happening. Like, and a lot of it is just so unnecessary. You don't need to tell me what. I can see it, but they're just constantly just stating the obvious. And it doesn't come from a natural character place. It's just the script feeling the need to constantly hold the viewer's hand through every single scene. There's broad humor, contrivances, convolutions. Like I said, it's very convoluted, and tropes. And also, I think it's very ironic that the one theme that it tries to grandstand is creativity, when I mean, it's so hypocritical because the script is so shamelessly derivative. It's like proudly trying to be like all these other movies, like Jumanji or the Super Mario Brothers movie. Like, it's just completely aping off of them, and yet it's trying to pretend that it's championing creativity. Okay. The acting ranges from playfully one note. I think Momoa is trying to have fun with it, and he is having fun with it, but it is very one note and, superficial to me, and almost overly farcical at times. And then but then other people are like vaguely unenthused. Like Jack Black, I know he's got his shtick down. He's been doing this shtick for decades, but I felt kind of like he was just mailing that shtick in a little bit. Like, he's just done this so many times. He's not like excited to be here anymore, of course. And I kind of sensed some autopilot from him. So anyway, some might be happy that this movie references a known intellectual property. I mean, yeah, there's going to be plenty of references to Minecraft, but that's all. That's all this movie does. Technically, a Minecraft movie crafts, no pun intended, the tensionless tone of a theme park ride. That's what it felt like. I was like, I know that's like a meme or a joke that people like to use, but it really did feel like a theme park ride, or like a SNL skit stretched out to a whole movie. And it's like that tone cannot be maintained for 2 hours without starting to feel tiresome. Despite some angles and movement, the cinematography can get pretty cluttered and drab. Like, I don't know why climaxes of big blockbuster movies insist on having this like awful color palette, but this is another one that does that for some reason. The The sound design has a lot of genre elements, cartoony, video gamey sounds and action and sci-fi, yada, yada, yada. But there's also a lot of clumsy voiceovers that just feel very shoehorned, again, just to like dump exposition on us. So I don't know if I can give the sound design that much credit because I found it kind of grating. The music is either arbitrary pop hits where it's like, hey, this song is popular and it didn't cost us too much of the budget. Let's throw it in so people will be happy for a second. It doesn't necessarily fit with what's going on, but it's a song that people know. Or it's generic scoring, which is just like the background music that nobody notices because it's not particularly thought out. It's just kind of, this is generally the tone, I guess. The editing I found pretty chaotic. It's like it never slows down. It's either montaging through what should be dramatic character moments, it's action, or it's these like pointless digressions that could totally just be cut. It's just filler. So the movie is just bouncing around from thing to thing, and it just gets exhausting. I found the production design to be very haphazardly integrated. I mean, you could probably see it from the trailers. There's like live action elements, and then there's these video game iconography, and it's not combined very well. So it creates this kind of uncanny artificiality that I found distracting and flimsy, and it really doesn't feel like I'm somewhere special or exciting. I feel like I'm watching a cheap movie. The cast has adequate fame as well as fit. I mean, this is a role that Jack Black should be able to play and Jason Momoa should be able to play, and they're names that people know. So sure, I guess, but I think everyone around them feels pretty arbitrary. And it's not like they love these roles or made the most of these roles. I think they are slightly replaceable as well. I mean, I guess Momoa less than Jack Black, because Jack Black I felt was, like I said, kind of on autopilot. The effects swing between I would say sufficiently textured CGI. Sometimes I thought it was pretty good, sometimes I thought it was to sometimes the green screen was just very awkwardly blended, where it's just kind of distracting again, or it's like that's a person on a green screen, obviously. I'm curious how a movie like this is going to age. Like if we're going to look back on just like 5-10 years and be like, ooh, that doesn't look good anymore. But I don't know. Anyways, altogether, I found a Minecraft movie to be an empty product. It's like I said, it's a commercial. It's an advertisement. It's funny to me that that movie, I feel like they should be paying us to watch it. We shouldn't be paying them because it's just advertising their product. It's like a billboard, but I paid to look at the billboard, basically. I guess it was kind of funny at times. I don't know. I didn't like it, obviously. I don't know if I made that clear. But yeah, well, I do not recommend. In fact, I actively suggest you don't see this movie. So yeah, that's all I have to say about that. If you like what I'm doing here, please feel free to like and subscribe. I also have an Instagram linked in the description. I'd love support there as well as here, but at the very least, I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time. Okay, thanks. Bye.